Hey, collective. I know I said I wasn't going to post long today, but for some reason I'm being called. So let's get this shit in like pockets. Hopefully everybody's happy, healthy, all that good stuff, making good choices. Let's make these pockets deep ones. Fuck it. I think I'm just kind of like lit right now energetically because I've had some like major wins. Like I've been through a lot in this last few years and shit's just really fucking it's kind of going well right now, so I think my energy's just a little fucked up. Plus, motherfuckers be playing in my dreams. Man, these motherfuckers just don't stop. So, any of you out there in the collective that's dealing with all the spiritual fuck shit and all the weird, crazy exes and all the fucking satanic cults, man, kudos to you for keeping your head up, really. I get it. So, you have forge, don't follow. Pave a new path, be the leader you wish you had. Hey, that's what's up. And I'm sorry. Defenselessness, righting past wrongs, and uprooting. You have alchemy. And literally, that's kind of like just literally like leads off of what I was just saying. The frequency of alchemy activates our magical ability and remembrance of the magic that we all hold inside. Each one of us has the potential to access the ancient knowledge that allowed the true alchemist to perform the miracles of transmutation. That's number 8. That's the number of abundance. Alchemy, that speaks of like literally the magician card in the tarot is like the ultimate alchemist. This forge, don't follow, be the leader you wish you had, this I'm sorry, like righting past wrongs, uprooting, and this alchemy that really speaks of standing in your power and walking the fuck away from situations that no longer serve you. Like when we think of being a leader, we think of like having to, deal with others or be a role model or whatever, but being a leader can just be in that solitary energy of doing what's right for self in a situation and forging that path. Like don't follow others by doing as others think you should. Do what's right for you and stick to your guns in situations, especially when you know things no longer align with you or they're just not healthy for you off it. You have authority. Fuck yeah, stand in your power, dude. That's number 10. Number of cycles being over, like the end of the cycle, the death, so that the rebirth can happen. The frequency of authority reminds us that true authority is powerful, directed, and realized, yet receptive, wise, and loving. Fuck yeah, dude. Mm. You have ego, vanity, and pride. You have Pluto energy with transformation. You have control tactics, unexpected storm, and closed off guarded resistance. What I want to say this is about is you being in your ego and not in that egoic, like narcissistic, like manner of like arrogance and unhealthy pride, but like wanting to be that down motherfucker who's gonna stand by somebody's side, who's gonna look past their flaws, who's not gonna judge. Having been in that egoic energy, and now you're in this Pluto energy where you're starting to hit the transformations. Like if you look at this person, they have a black butterfly on them. Um, but I think what it's really cautioning you to is like in this transformation, beware of the control tactics that left you in that ego frequency, because there's an unexpected storm coming. And I think that what's happening right now is you're kind of closed off and you're being resistant to the guidance that you're receiving because you're trying to control the narrative. Maybe it's, and that's another thing too, is like sometimes we fall into ego because, or we have to like sit there and like defend ourselves because we know we're not wrong, but we're dealing with somebody who's outright wrong and they're literally preying on us whether we realize it or not, like dealing with narcissists, things like that, or people who are just targeting you. um Being in this I'm sorry energy, this defenselessness, you know, trying to like rectify a situation where there's really nothing wrong, but somebody's gaslighting you into thinking that you're creating a problem, or you are the problem, or you're less than and you can do more, or you can be more, or you know what I mean? Like, so be very aware of trying to control a situation by fixing a situation that is already being like created based off of a false narrative of somebody who is targeting you, preying on you. You have the strength reversed. And it's funny too, this reminds me of the Hermit Tarot deck where it says strength, and then it literally in parentheses underneath it, it says ego question mark. Like, are you trying to exhibit strength, or are you trying to micromanage a situation that is hopeless and trying to implement control tactics to fix an unfixable situation? You have the Seven of Pentacles, the King of Wands, and the Chariot all in the struggle position. And that's what I'm saying is like the Seven of Pentacles speaks of investment, of like where you water your garden's gonna grow. Like are you putting situations or energy into a situation that's gonna remain fruitless? You have the King of Wands, which it, like I said, it came out in the struggle position. So this is probably somebody who is struggling to stand in that lighter energy of the King of Wands, which is passionate, capable, you know, driven, things like that. And then the Chariot in the struggle position really to me speaks of controlling, like trying to control and trying to implement your narrative onto a situation. Like you're not even creating the story on this, is what it looks like to me. Okay. You have occupation, which is a number 7 card, 34. But for some reason, that is literally making me look over here to this Chariot card and this Seven of Pentacles, because the Chariot is a seven card as well. What this is telling me, it's not like a professional occupation. What it's telling me is that for some reason, this person's got your head twisted to where you're thinking it's your job to save the day, that it's your job to fix this situation. And you have to really be aware of people pleasing or things like that, because it gets you nowhere. I didn't notice these had flipped as well. You have coffin, mature man, false person, distant horizons, main female. Yeah. What I think that these cards are saying in this bunch is literally like, you have to put a death to the situation with this main male, because he's a false person. He's got you in your head thinking that in the distant future, you can be the main person, or you could remain the main person because you're going to fix this, because you're so strong, because you're so capable, because you're the savior, because you're the one. Fuck that. Put the weight down, drop the burden, and stop allowing this person to manipulate you into wasting your energy in a situation that's never going to bear fruit. You have manipulation, literally. You have fussy, which is like picky, like nitpicking and creating problems, and you know what I mean? Fixating on the negatives. And it's funny because we're literally talking about a garden that's not going to produce fruit. And on this fussy card, they're literally like nitpicking about fruit, not fruit, but vegetables, like crops, fucking something that's grown. You have irresponsibility. And this shows somebody who's obviously lost in some kind of addictions. They're not putting their energy into anything that's healthy. That person is literally drinking or utilizing drugs or both. And that is why they're in this energy that is so narcissistic and so self-centered, because you got to think, when people are in addiction, like they're never, like being a couple in addiction, it doesn't ever last long, because addiction is a self-centered activity. Like it may start with couples, like you might, kick it, drink, get high, whatever, but once it becomes like a regular like thing, it's like when it's the actual addiction is active and it's playing out, it can never be a couple is two, and addiction's self-centered. So, and I'm not judging by any means, because I have an extensive history of addiction, many relapses, and many things I've thrown away or relinquished due to addiction. So I get it. I had combat and instability just trying to peek its face out. You have rationality. Combat did show its face. And interior. And for some reason, I think that this is what this person's projecting onto you. I think that they're rationalizing the combative energy because it's something that is wrong with you internally, is what they have you thinking. That seems to be what I'm picking up. Angels. And I'm sorry for anybody going through this, because I know what it's like to love somebody who is sick, um, who may or may not even love you, but you're just convenient. You may have been a target. Like, literally, like, I was outright a fucking target for somebody. Like, this person didn't even like me, but created a whole child with me and everything. Like, I was just like some weird hate crime for him and his group. Okay. You have Omega. Victory you desire is coming to fruition. Keep up the good work. And I think that is coming full circle back to those first four cards of, forging a new path, being a leader, uprooting, alchemizing, standing in your authority. You have Hasmed, the angel of annihilation. And I think that that really speaks of those four cards as well. Like, literally, it's time to annihilate the situation so that you can have that death energy and have that rebirth. Because this garden that you're tending is barren. You have Da'at, null, emptiness. And that literally, like, in the Western society, like, emptiness, null, like, those are really, really, really negative connotations. When the way we think about it. But what this is speaking of is emptying out all those preconceived notions, emptying out all this toxicity that this person has filled you with, understanding the egoic trauma response that you're having to wanting to fix this situation, wanting to be in this, chariot strength, seven of pentacles type energy of fixing the situation, of saving the day, of being the hero, of being the one. It's time to empty all that out and start anew. Empty all of it out and just let God and the angels, the universe, whatever you believe in, fill you. More angels. Okay. A chance meeting is, you have new partner. A chance meeting is no mistake. It is divinely orchestrated as a catalyst to set the wheels in motion for the fruition of your prayers. Pay careful attention to new people we send into your life. You will recognize them by your sense of familiarity, comfort, and safety. But that's something too, is like, you aren't going to be able to not just recognize or accept a new partner into your energy if you're still dealing with this toxicity, but you're not going to be able to, your guidance system is going to flux out and you're not going to be able to trust it. So it's definitely time to do some fast track fucking healing, because you look like you got a blessing around the corner. You know what I'm talking about? Mm-hmm. Law of attraction. This is literally the one I just had last reading. Each thought is an investment that pays immediate dividends, so invest wisely. You have the power to choose your thoughts and align them with love, peace, and harmony. At your request, we will gladly attune your energies to higher frequencies. And any breakup or healing process or anything like that, you already know you're going to have to pray about it. You're going to have to call on your spiritual guidance team. You're really going to have to flush your mental system, your just system in general of whatever egoic and like mental things that you're dealing with. especially from this situation. You have Archangel Uriel with claircognizance. Pay attention to thoughts and ideas that come to you as they are answered prayers. So you already know that you're not happy in the situation you're in. You're already hurting enough to know. But for some reason, this ego keeps popping up and you keep wanting to implement these control tactics. But you've already had the warning with unexpected storm. And this is creating like a closed off type energy, which is not good for a new partner coming into the energy. So be aware of that. Clear your space with Archangel Jophiel. Get rid of clutter, clear the energy around you, and use feng shui. And literally, Archangel Jophiel, I was just saying that, like, you're going to have to, like, cleanse your mind. Archangel Jophiel isn't just talking about physical space. Like, literally, Archangel Jophiel speaks of decluttering the mind, decluttering the heart. It's definitely time to do some grounding work, some light body type meditations, breath work. You know what I mean? Like, even if you're woke already, do some third eye activations. You can only strengthen your muscles. You know what I mean? Archangel Raziel with spiritual understanding. I am bringing you esoteric information and symbols and helping you understand spiritual truths. And at the end of the day, anytime you deal with a narcissist or somebody that plays with your head and fucks up your trauma responses and makes you fall into that people pleasing, control, egoic, you know what I mean? Like wanting to micromanage, wanting to be the fixer, be the person, off rip, that's already like a spiritual lesson. Like anybody who fucks with your heart, fucks with your mind, fucks with your soul like that, it's a spiritual lesson. You just have to see the beauty and the lesson in it and learn it and quickly, because you already have the threat of unexpected storms and a new partner in the midst. You have relationship harmony. We angels are opening the hearts of everyone involved. Arguments and conflicts are being resolved now. And I think that really leads us back to those first four cards again. I think that if you leave this person and then once they realize that you've snapped out of the fuck shit, they might give you a little flux, but I think at the end of the day, they'll just find new supply because that's what they do. A lot of times they go find new supply just to rub your nose in the fact that they have. But like genuinely, if you have somebody there loving you, I don't think you're going to give a fuck. You have Indigo and Crystal Children, Archangel Metatron. Metatron's the shit when it comes to fucking getting some shit unstuck. Pray to that angel. You have a bond with children in particular. You can help children who are sensitive. And this also speaks of dealing with inner child wounding as well. You have prioritize Archangel Metatron again. You have not only did you have Archangel Metatron twice, back to back, bro. That's deep energy and that's a beautiful, beautiful thing. It says focus on your highest priorities. I will help you get organized and motivated. And I don't know if that means with self. I don't know if that means with spirit. I don't know if that means with clearing out this person out of your energy and out of your life, but call on that angel. You have gifts from God, Archangel Sandalphon. Angels bring you gifts from your creator. Open your arms to receive. Excuse me. And Archangel Sandalphon is also like literally the intercessor between heaven and earth. He is the personal assistant to God when it comes to our prayers and their delivery. So you have rejection, you have victim consciousness, and sexuality. I think that these three together are really stating that this, like, I think it's just like this person, like, that's the way they kind of got to you was through rejection, putting you in that victim. Oh, it's ashes from my sage. I was like, oh my God, what is that? Putting you in that victim consciousness type wounding to where you're wanting to throw it on them and make them know that you the one type shit. You know what I mean? Like I get it. So really be aware of that. And like also too, you know, like like I was saying before, like this is a spiritual lesson of sorts. Be aware of your sexual energy, because sometimes that's like part of the supply for these weirdos is like your sacral energy. Like be very aware of that. Okay, you have unleash your creativity, pleasure, grief. Literally. So unleashing your creativity, whether that be through creating some kind of art or just going out and being creative, enjoying creative things, um, being creative in the way that you spend your time, or exploring new hobbies, things like that. It's going to help you to experience more pleasure and to alleviate this grief that you've been compartmentalizing from this toxicity that you've been dealing with this person. And I think that being creative and being able to do things that help you thrive passionately and help you experience pleasure will also help you to like be in situations where you're gonna be able to have the wool kind of pulled off of your eyes, and you're gonna notice like the ways that this person was hindering you. And I know you know a million of them off rip, but there's so many other ingrained deep fucked up things that this person has been playing with your head about, and your heart and your mind and your spirit about, that you don't even realize until you're away from them and you're getting rid of a lot of that toxicity. You have feeling safe, inner child, grounding, healing. So literally feeling safe, you're going to need to do some inner child wounding type healing situations. Do a lot of grounding, a lot of spiritual bathing. Like I said, the meditation, activating the light body, do some pineal gland activations, breath work, all of that stuff. Maybe find like a group of like-minded people. I dig fire dancing, and like the people that I meet there are like really hippy dippy, so it's kind of cool because I end up running into like-minded folks, you know what I mean, like things like that. Find new hobbies, unleash this creativity, expand your horizons. That's going to help you feel safe, heal that inner child, get grounded, and do the healing that's needed. You have to beware of temptation. Temptation is going to put you in a situation where this person can place shame on you. And that shame is a projection. Do remember that. So when you're falling into guilt, that's self-imposed and you don't have to deal with it. But you also don't have to deal with the shame that somebody puts on your fucking shoulders. Beware of your truth. You know the truth. Don't let anybody put you in situations where they're making you question your truth. Stand in your authority, alchemize this situation, and uproot. Stay naked before the stars. Literally, be you. Don't let anybody minimize you or dim your light. That's what situations like this are for. They're there to strengthen you as a spiritual tool and to test your resolve in knowing who the fuck you are. Beware of self-sabotage, which if you fall into temptation and allow this person to put you in in this place of shame, you will self-sabotage. And temptation itself, dealing with this person or going back to the past, is going to be a form of temptation that will self-sabotage you. Beware of that. So earlier I was saying beware of this person like moving on to the next person and then trying to like rub your nose in it, or like just so happen to let you stumble upon the knowledge or the this or the that of things that they're doing or whatever. It's going to be a game. Don't allow that to put you in a place of envious gluttony where you want that, like you what you've created, you want the healing, you want the energy that you've cultivated, but then you also want the past. Don't let the delusion put you in a place like that, because that person's still going to be that same person. It's a ploy, it's a game. Keep your eyes open and your fucking heart very aware. Blinded to pain. And I think this really speaks of where you are right now. Like, she's got a whole chest piece full of fucking flies that are eating her blood, but she doesn't feel it because she's dealt with so much fuck shit. She's so hurt already that literally, like, she's completely numb. And that's what I was saying, like, before with these cards. You literally are in this closed off, guarded, resistant energy because you're trying to like empty, you're trying to quench this person's thirst with an empty cup. Like, you're killing yourself. So it says discover your inner strength. And I think you know the beast that you are inside. Like, you have this alchemy card and this authority card. And this is really, really, really asking you to stand in your power and remember who the fuck you are and turn this shit around. That's also card number 38, number 11. That's a master number. So you're fully capable of transmuting the situation. This is 36. Take a step back. It's time to get out of this situation. Declutter. And that's the second declutter card you've had. So literally, if you're getting rid of this person, don't hesitate to get rid of like the things that remind you of this person, the things. And I know sometimes that's hard, like especially if you've been with somebody for a long time or you've created a large culmination of life even in a short time. Like that happened to me. Like the fucking weirdo that targeted me, like he went after I had my son, he went to my house an hour after I had my son and like robbed me blind for everything that he had made me, anything that we had made together, all of my whips, all of everything, like my Halloween candy even, fucking weirdo. But at the end of it, it was such a blessing because I was free of all of these things that would have tortured me because I was so hung up on this dude because he had my head so fucking twisted. You know, I mean, like literally, like it was just such a crazy situation. Trust that you know the answer. Trust. Trust yourself. Trust the guidance. Trust the journey. I think that you got this. You know, a lot of times, like, we don't have to fucking like have confidence in ourselves. We just have to have confidence in the situation and just be receptive to whatever's next. You know what I mean? Just be open to the energy and the opportunity to grow, thrive, and experience newness. It says, open your heart to love with Master Jesus. Well, Jesus. This is an ascended master card. You have nurture yourself, Mother Mary. And this is, Mother Mary is Jesus's mom. So maybe you have family or friends that you might need to get connected to again that might help you, you know, kind of regain some semblance of normalcy or something in your life. But if they're unhealthy too, fuck them too. Nurture yourself. You have health and healing with Hilarion. And you have crystals. And that's what I was saying before. It's definitely time to strengthen your spiritual aspects as well as your physical aspects. You know, like when you're doing your spiritual bathing and things like that, lots of pink salts, like essential oils, bay leaves, you know, things like that. Don't be afraid to drop your crystals into your spiritual bath with you. Sleep with crystals underneath your pillow. Keep crystals in your pocket, in your purse, in your whatever you carry, in your car. Like, don't hesitate to take advantage of all the beautiful gifts that Mother Nature has for us to help heal and transmute and alchemize these fucked up situations and fucked up people out of our energies. So you have infinity by infinity, and this is speaking of unconditional infinite love, and I don't know if that means with, the creator, the universe, with this new person that is being promised to you if you can transmute this fuck shit, but forever and ever. Say it 3 times. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I've got superpowers. And what did that other card say? Discover your inner strength. Know that you're a fucking superhero, bro. Like, there's a reason why we go through these things. Smile. Smile more. Smile even more. And do not regret anything. Literally, that's what I'm saying. These situations, they're not mistakes. They're not setbacks. They are literally experiences. And if you can learn to love the journey and the adventure and be in complete awe and wonder, like they say, to have like the eyes of a child, that is so fucking true. And if you can just literally, like, every day I argue with somebody because they think I'm a fucking kid. I'm like, bro, I'm old. Like, what do you, I just act like this. Like, I just, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just not broken like the rest of the world. Like, you have no idea. And then I tell them just like last week's drama or last year's drama, and they're like, and I'm like, yeah, dude. And then I tell them how old I am, and then they're like, no way. I don't know how many people, like, literally, like, people I deal with daily, like people at work that card me because they're like, no. And I'm like, bro, like, just, adventure awaits. No matter what the situation is, like, it's gonna be okay, even when it's not okay. Spread the love, literally. Oh, this too shall pass. Stop worrying. Doing nothing is fine too. I don't understand yet. I'm a genius. Like, live in that fucking mode, bro. Like, live in that. And it's okay to not be okay. It's okay to be sad. It's okay to have those days where you have to transmute that energy and take a hot fucking spiritual bath. And it's okay on those days where you don't want to go to work or you don't want to deal with family, as long as it doesn't get out of control. Really. Something biting me. It's crazy because, like, I couldn't sleep, so I got up to do this reading, but, like, I don't feel any more tired. Like, I don't feel any freer. Like reading gets me hyped. Like, I love being able to help and, like, shine that light. That's been one of my methods of transmuting all the fuck shit. You know what I mean? Like, intuition and creativity, and that's the second fucking unleash your creativity card, bro. Literally, it's time to get creative, not just in a artsy woo woo type fucking sense, but literally creative in how you show up in the world, creative in how you make yourself feel better, creative in how you make a fucking burrito on, Saturday morning for breakfast. Like, literally, like, get creative in how you alchemize the situation. Have faith, not just in the situation, not just in yourself, not just in the universe, but have faith in humanity, because going into new situations, dealing with people again, having your eyes open to the world in that kind of situation, it can be hard when you've dealt with somebody who's fucked with your head so badly. It says fear. Be careful of fear. When you think that you're feeling anxiety, or like you're in some kind of like hesitation, Do some fucking breath work. Trust that you know the answer. Literally, understand that you are the alchemist here. Understand that you are in authority. It's okay. You have rejection on the bottom, illumination, ideation, love, trust, energy, abundance. Literally. So this rejection is here to help illuminate this strange ideation you have about love and how you're supposed to be the savior in it, or the fixer, or you know what I mean? Like, you're looking for a partner, not a problem. Trust the energy of abundance, because even when you have nothing, you have these experiences, you have this knowledge, you have this wisdom, and you have yourself. And to have gone through things like this, like I said, that already points you in the direction of being a spiritual fucking tool. Understand that isolation is your protection. Go with the flow. Rest. Enjoy a little peace. Create a little magic. Literally, enjoy this. Because this is a blessing that you're not 97 fucking years old and this person died, and like you've spent your whole life trying to fix this grumpy old Gus, you know what I mean? Like, or all these other crazy scenarios. Like, just be grateful that now you know, and now you can go, and now you can grow and flow. Bars. So you have gratitude. Feel how life showers you with blessings. Give thanks. Literally, like I said, you really have to like flip it and fuck it on this one. You have to have a different perspective and really see this as a blessing in disguise. Genuinely be grateful for the opportunity to get the fuck away from this person and have this new partner that's being promised. Literally, you have sacred sexuality. Reconnect with the source of your divine sexuality. And to me, that really speaks of strengthening that sacral chakra, because you're probably really diminished in your chakra health dealing with this. And a lot of times when we deal with these like partners that are like this, a lot of times like the reward of fixing, or the reward of being that person, is through sexual interaction. So do be aware of your sexual energy being drained, and understand the power of your sexual energy. Literally, this is the second sexuality card you've had. Maybe it's time to do some like tantric breathing work or things like that. Be careful of who you're sharing your sexual energy with. You have healing. I support you on the path of healing. Sorry, I couldn't see it. And you have unconditional love. And it's literally crazy because I was just thinking, like, when I had mentioned that the new partner that last time, I was thinking about this infinity times infinity, because I don't know if you can see it, like, literally there's a heart right there. So in my mind, that speaks of like infinite, unconditional, forever love. So I remind you of the magic of love. You are blessed. And that's a number 7 card yet again. I feel like I'm going to talk a little shit with the Rebel deck and then call it cut. Only when my cards won't shuffle right like that. Maybe I'm not supposed to talk any shit to you. I don't know. This one's not wanting me to go. They keep trying to fly all over the place. There we go. It says, get over yourself, pull your shit together, help people, give back, do good shit for humanity. And remember, you're part of humanity, bro. Like, just get rid of this asshole, declutter, ground out, do some healing work. Because the reality of this is you can never be manipulated by somebody so toxic or so damaged, because this person's damaged too. Anybody who diminishes you is damaged themselves. But people like that, they feed off of your trauma responses because of inner child wounding or other traumas or things like that. So it's time to really identify what those trauma responses are, where that ego is coming from, and really strengthen that muscle so that you don't have to fight to be the one in a fucked up situation. Literally, like it's kind of a thing. It's okay. It says, put the fucking phone down. Too much screen time is making you awkward and sad. Go talk to a live person. So maybe that means turn off these videos and go do some fucking people things. I don't know. It says, you're being shady. Watch out. Shit could get ugly. And maybe that means don't be doing no like retaliation, revenge shit. Because you did have that angel of annihilation off rip, bro. Like, you got angels backing you. You got some heavy hitters in your corner. You had Archangel Uriel, Jophiel, and fucking Metatron. I think you had Ragwael. Like, literally, like, don't go trying to one up a motherfucker who's already two down. Like, it's not worth it. It says, where the fuck is your sense of humor? Laugh. And with that, I'm going to cut it. I hope everything goes well, and I hope that you see the beauty in this situation and gain the wisdom and knowledge and growth that it's meant to give you. Bye, collective.